In Romans 12, when Paul shifts and begins by saying, therefore, in view of God's mercies, to offer yourselves as a living sacrifice, once he talks about in verse 3 how we should relate to one another, the very first thing he touches on is humility, which is key for how we relate to one another. What it's saying is just because I have the title of pastor, or maybe you have a special degree or doctorate or whatever, you shouldn't think of yourself more highly than you ought to. These are the specific words that he uses. I'm only a pastor. I'm only doing what I'm doing because God has gifted and called me to do it. I'm not better than the usher, the greeter, any single person. Let's think of it as this. God essentially is the artist or the painter. The oil-based paints and the water-based paints, they don't fight or complain about who or which color gets used the most. They are excited and joyful and glad to even be used in this tapestry, in this masterpiece that God is painting. And so for every single one of us, whether you're an usher, a greeter, a teacher, whatever your vocation, whether you're an entrepreneur, we are all called to be, as it says, many members, but one body belonging to one another. So today and moving forward, think of it as this. We are just one of the colors, one of the colors of paint that God has decided to use. So none of us should be lifted up. None of us should boast other than the fact that we are in Christ and are being used for Christ.